Eastern Outdoor Expeditions is brought to you by Ultra Pro Cams, the Action Cam, East Coast Equipment, home of the John Deere, Fisher Labs. What's up, guys? I'm Tim Fisher with Eastern Expedition Equipment, and we're on the hunt today. Man, we're at the beautiful Meherrin River. It's extremely low today. It's just, man, it's been a while since it's been this low, and we're ready to get on some serious fossil hunting. It's up here in, you say Emporia? Emporia, Virginia. And I'm with some mighty good friends today.
Sure, Brett's my name. I'm the guy for this little expedition here. It's been a long year's wait, but we're finally back at it. Been high water all spring, and now it's finally got into condition we can go out and try to see what we can find.
My name's Kaz Castlo, and I'm just here to help.
I'm Ross Fisher. I'm ready. I've been hearing about this for 2 years now.
Finally made it.
I'm ready. I've been biting at the nail.
Chomping at the bit.
Yes, to get here. I'm ecstatic. I'm ready to get it.
And I'm Dustin Joyner. I'm Tim and Ross's friend, and I'm just here to give them a hand.
This is one beautiful place to be, and we hope to show you a lot of footage today, and you just feel like you're with us when you see it. Yep. We're on the hunt, guys. Check you later. All up here, all these are vertebra. As you can see, that's some really, they were big, they're all whale vertebra. You can see right there, check it out. There's a piece of whale vertebra. But anyway, as you can see, we are getting geared up to go down the river. And it doesn't get a lot better than this. But we'll be showing you some stuff as we get on the hunt, guys.
Yeah.
They're getting things ready to go. Got some verts, ain't you, bruh?
Yeah. This is like well, it's part of a vertebrae. It's like a big plate. It had two pieces coming off the end, right and the left. I hope to my assistant Peter with his neck brace on. Yeah, how's it going? Surgeon equipment. I'm making sure he's doing his job.
There you go.
While we're out here.
There you go.
Somebody's got to.
Somebody's got to.
Yeah, if somebody doesn't do the job right, you know, then nobody's doing it right at all.
That's right, brother. Tell
Make sure we send, you know, one of our best out. And old Ricky Ross over here, he likes finding the vertebrae.
That's right. Bone daddy.
Oh yeah. There's a big
piece of rib bone. It sure is.
Good size.
Man, the Meherrin River is 92 miles long. It weaves in and out of North Carolina and Virginia. And it actually gets its name from the Meherrin Indian tribe. Here, Ross, he's finding some vertebra, pretty nice specimens of whale vertebra, and sitting right on the bottom of the Meherrin River. And there's an ear bone that he's picked up, a whale ear bone as well. And you can see it's pretty shallow, but you know, he has his dive gear on so that he can stay down for long periods of time to find the bones and just keep right on searching until he gets, you know. All right, Cass, man, that is
Beautiful too.
That is beautiful. Wow, man. I mean, that's just unbelievable.
Enamel.
Got the
Yeah, mantle and everything.
Man,
Chips.
pretty color.
Pretty color.
it's beautiful. Man, it's beautiful. Doesn't get any better than that, brother.
And it's starting to get that little bit of a tint that you only find here in the Meherrin.
Yep.
Nice real bones right there. Really nice. There's a pretty wide bone, and you can see the curvature of the other bone. It's kind of interesting. You can see it's hollow in the middle. That's you know, where it's just fossilized over a long period of time, and the other one's almost wide like a piece of plank wood. And there's another real nice whale vertebrae he's picked up, and another rib bone. And as you can see, man, the boat's getting full. We have got a load of whale bones on that boat. We keep that up, we'll be able to build a whole whale. There's another really nice whale vert, and you can see it was right there near the boat. I mean, you just, as you're walking, you'll feel them with your feet. But like I say, you know, with the dive gear, you're able to stay down for long periods of time, so that you know, you can find the really nicer bones anyway. There's a real nice megalodon tooth. Right beside it is a great white. There's Sherrod picking up another whale vert. There's another real nice whale vertebra right there. I mean, they're just literally everywhere. And that's kind of an unusual piece. That particular, it's like a plate, and it's closer to the actual skull of the whale, and pretty hard to find. As you can see, there's another whale vertebra as well. I mean, it's nearly the size of a dinner plate.
First dig. First dig in a new spot.
What you got?
Make it.
Oh, let me grab my gaggle. Yeah, go get him.
Hold him up, Sherrod.
Gaggles.
Put it back up.
Hold him up, bro.
Mine's just a little shiver. There he is.
All right.
Got a curved Mako.
We do a lot of our searching for fossils and shark teeth using specialized rakes. They're really uniquely designed and made. It's got a special wire in the bottom of them. It's almost like using a shaker screen with a long handle on it. But you have to get down into the sand and the gravel on the bottom and bring it up and shake out most of your loose stuff. And it proves to be a really good tool when it comes to fossil hunting. It doesn't take long and you'll quickly see a shark tooth. There's a great white, which is a pretty rare shark tooth. The great white and the megalodon both are really prized teeth to find anywhere, whether it be the ocean, lakes, river. They're really nice to find, and they bring a lot of money in you know, different places. A lot of people pay good money for that type of tooth. And some of the bones that you see, like I say, they're as wide as a piece of plank wood. As you'll see here, Craig hit the jackpot. He found a really nice whale vertebra, and would you believe, right under that whale vertebra, he's going to show you a nice tooth. That's a very nice great white shark tooth. A tooth that size will bring really good money. But that was just in one scoop. Eastern Outdoor Expeditions is brought to you by Ultra Pro Cams, the Action Cam, East Coast Equipment, home of the John Deere, Fisher Labs. What's up, guys? Well, we just come back from the Meharry hunt trip, fossil trip, and I think it turned out really good. We found a lot of stuff today. Storm was coming up, so we had to leave a little earlier than we probably normally would, but had a great day. The water was low. It was fantastic. You can see here several, these are whale vertebrae. You can see how big they are, like the backbone out of a whale. Several of these really good specimens. This is an inner ear out of a whale bone. As you can see, it's the most unusual bone. And we find these from time to time, but that is the inner ear out of a sperm whale from prehistoric time. All these are prehistoric bones. All these are vertebra, whale vertebra. There's some smaller pieces that are odd shaped. Those bones are parts of the whale skull. We found several pieces like that. As you can see, we found a lot of stuff today. And the interesting thing is, this is only about a third of what we, this is just part of it. Some of it was cracked and we left it behind because it was just not in the best shape. It wasn't as recognizable as far as fossils go. But just a tremendous amount of prehistoric bones that we have recovered today. I'll show you a little later on some of the other guys that were with us today on the hunt. Found a lot of shark teeth. I think they recovered probably 30 shark teeth today, from megalodon, beautiful megalodon teeth, great white shark teeth, and the mako, and also the tiger shark. So we recovered a whole lot of shark teeth today. Beautiful, beautiful teeth. I know if you were to see this, you would think, it's probably a piece of wood. It's, I don't know what that would be, but listen to it. It's got a ring to it. Doesn't sound like wood. And that's a whale bone. And that come out of probably a real bone out of a whale. And these pieces are skull pieces. Another interesting piece, this is the plate that would go in between the vertebrae. So that would, and that's a rare find that you find one this big and this whole. That's a really cool piece. Lots of cool parts to whales today, and shark teeth. But we'll show you the shark teeth a little later on. And anyway, it was a great day, and we'll be seeing you on the hunt, guys. Eastern Outdoor Expeditions is brought to you by Ultra Pro Cams, the Action Cam, East Coast Equipment, home of the John Deere, Fisher Labs. What's up, guys? I'm Tim Fisher with Eastern Expedition Equipment, and I'm with
Brett. This is my shop. I've been looking for fossils for quite a few years, and we have quite a few to choose from here that we've gotten over the last couple of years. A lot of teeth. And Craig Caslow here got several big whale vertebrae.
Just happened to be a past co-worker of Sheridan's and a friend. We hunt and fish a little bit together, do a little scratching, trying to turn up a few fossils now and then.
Done real good the past couple of expeditions, man. It's been unbelievable. I'm telling you, just water's been extremely low this summer. We were able to get in there and find a whole lot of good stuff.
Yes, we did. Had a good dry spell this summer. I know the farmers hated it, but we had a good dry spell, which made it real good for our scratching and digging a little bit. Had a couple real good outings this summer. Always a good outing when you go out with friends and family and fellowship.
That's true.
You know,
a lot of big teeth, man.
Found some real decent teeth. Found a few artifacts we're not real sure about just yet. We're working on. Our general population in eastern North Carolina really does not realize all the history that we have here in the eastern part of North Carolina. It's overwhelming. Sheridan's got some Indian artifacts here, some Native American artifacts he's found right up against Meharry that date back thousands of years. like we talked about earlier, everybody talks about our first settlers coming over. They really weren't the first settlers. When they got here, Native Americans were here for centuries before them. All of their history is getting by to the wayside, that it's getting passed down by word of mouth, that's just being lost. It's, you know, it's not being recorded. So there's a ton of Native American artifacts. Everybody's talking about, like I say, our lost colony. Everybody knows about lost colony, how they were left here to go back for supplies, and they came back, they disappeared. Well, now here in eastern North Carolina, the researchers are thinking that the lost colony actually moved up to Albemarle Sound and settled in Berkeley County.
Man, that's some good stuff.
Right, that's more history here, and that nobody really realizes. Here, stumbled across a period in time that is producing fossils, shark's teeth, whalebone vertebrae, it's been exposed. And that's another part of history that most folks don't realize here in the state of North Carolina.
Man, it's just amazing. I mean, it's like the Meharrin River is just like to me, it's just like a cemetery full of fossils. I mean, just bones after bones after bones. It's overwhelming, the number of bones that we're finding. And you really found something interesting on our last expedition. And
this tooth, which we didn't realize was a tooth until we did a little research, not knowing really what it was. Take a look at it.
Yeah, it's slick. I mean, it's shiny slick.
Beautiful. I sent
It's beautiful.
I sent a message to the North Carolina Science Museum, and that curator told me that he hadn't seen anything like it. So he had to contact the Smithsonian. So he in turn forwarded a picture that I sent him to the Smithsonian. The Smithsonian in turn told him that he thought it was a rhinoceros tooth. Well, the Smithsonian not being exactly 100% sure, they contacted one of their curators. They know a scientist, paleontologist, out west that dealt with large land mammals, prehistoric time. Well, he in turn did the same thing. He assured us that what I have is a piece of a upper mole of a rhinoceros.
Man, around here, that's just crazy.
Right. So now we're in the process of looking to see how rare, what kind of find this is. Were these a popular species here in North Carolina? Is this the first rhinoceros evidence that was found in the state? So it'd be interesting to find out. But anyhow, that's something that was definitely different we found this trip. Sherry found that, and we've always thought that it was some type of swordfish type deal or some type of effect.
Yeah.
But now that we've stumbled across some rhinoceros pieces, we don't know. We'll have to go back and look. And it's also going to make us try to go back and look at some of our whale vertebrae and our rib cage that we always thought was whalebone and rib cage vertebrae. That it may be for something else. It may be ice age, could be other species we really don't know about. That'll be interesting. It'll be a good wintertime project of research and
find out exactly what all these bones really are.
That's right.
The state museums have really been good to us.
They've been extremely helpful.
Yeah.
Folks do not realize the amount of knowledge and help that our state museums have got. They are probably one of our less utilized resources here in the state.
Yeah. And they've always been really good about, anytime, I know I've taken some bones up there in the past that I wasn't sure about. Just like that, they're just highly skilled, and they're really good about helping you out. And it's just really been a good resource, as you say, for finding out the exact, the name and exactly the era of time that it came from. Just really pinpoint things.
And the amount of knowledge there. The curator that I talked to, immediately, once I shot him an email, and he responded to me, said, "Hey, what do you got? Send him a picture," and it snowballed from there. You think that this little tooth that I have found right here in the Meharrin, they have looked at it at Smithsonian, and now they were interested. So it'll be an interesting journey to see where it came from.
It will be, and it's amazing to think that it could very well be the only tooth that has surfaced so far.
First one in North Carolina.
Of a rhino. But just so many interesting things to see, and we're going to stay with it, guys, and we'll see you on the hunt later. Eastern Outdoor Expeditions is brought to you by Ultra Pro Cams, the Action Cam, East Coast Equipment, home of the John Deere, Fisher Labs, Okay, guys, we just recently got off the hunt from the Meherrin River expedition, and we kind of got our stuff cleaned up. Well, most of the artifacts that we got off our last expedition, we wanted to show you what it looked like cleaned up and just tell you a little bit about them. As you can see right here, there's a whole assortment of shark teeth, all prehistoric. Megalodon, we've got great whites, we've got tiger shark, we've got mako, we've got all these are inner ear out of whales that we have found. There's some really big ones there, and it's just hard to believe we find so many of these inner ear bones out of whales. And when you think about it, there's only two per whale, and we're finding bunches of them. That's really crazy.
That's pretty rare.
That you find so many. So there must have been a lot of whales that ended up in this body of water.
Yeah, there's whale teeth.
Yeah, well, yeah, there's 2 whale teeth right there, and there's sperm whale teeth.
Kind of hollowed out on the inside.
Yep.
Man.
That's some good sized megs too you got there.
Yeah, good size.
It's pretty rare to find them in that good of shape,
Yeah.
That's the one where they got the name where they call them snaggletooth.
Yeah. You'll see we also find these big scallop shells. Really nice scallop shells. All different sizes. That's not the biggest. We found some as big as a plate, really. I mean, really big scallop shells.
That's a really in-depth vert right there.
Yep.
It had the little wings come off the side where it connect to the ribs.
Yep.
It's very rare to find that in as good a shape as it is.
Came off on the
Yeah. That's what would have done right there.
Stuff going around.
Exactly how that would have.
And we've got some footage of you diving, pulling up that one, and you pouring the water out.
Yeah.
You were
Yes, hollow all the way through.
Yeah, and you dip water in and pour right back out.
Yep.
So we got some footage.
That's
of
a
that.
big one. That's rare to find one that big too, and that in that good a shape as well. Very rare.
Definitely a rib bone.
Yeah. It would have been one of the red bones, and that would have been as well.
Yeah, and it's it looks like a piece of wood. Yeah. So it's fossilized out.
You could build a house with some stuff like that.
Or beat somebody with it.
Yeah.
But it's when you see it in the water, if you didn't know what it was, you'd think it's a piece of wood. I mean, it looks like a plank of wood or something, but it's fossilized bone.
It is.
All these out of a whale that what we're getting our information from out of the museum. These are whale artifacts. As you can see, big vertebra here. Lots of them. We have found out a lot of these. You can get an idea how big they are. Some of them are big as dinner plates. Yeah, there's another
that one's in really good condition. I've actually never found one as good. That's the best find of a vert actually I've ever found.
Yeah, it's a special bird.
It had to be one of the ones right behind like the neck bone, or right behind where the skull would start. Right.
And heavy. And the thing about it is, when we're finding these things, just like these bones, they're, nobody's ever had their hands on them since we found them, And it's just amazing that, and they're completely saturated with water. So these bones may weigh 25 or 30 pounds a piece. Very heavy because they're saturated in water until they dry out. They're like really heavy, and a lot of them will have mud still caked on them because they're partially, stuck in the mud as well. And something to just give you a little information about. This is a little chart, and what it's showing how you distinguish your shark teeth when you find them, in creeks and streams or wherever you're finding them at. The great white shark tooth, as you can see right there, it's the middle one. It's sort of a flat tooth, but the way you tell the difference in it, it's got a serrated edge on it. It's like a saw. And yeah, there you go. And you can see the serrated edge on it.
See all right there. Right there.
Looks like a saw.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And if it's a mako, which is this one,
it's the same size, the same shape.
Yes,
just no serrated.
Yes, right. It's smooth. It has a real smooth,
almost like a knife, actually.
Edge. Yeah,
it's
got a
real smooth edge on there.
And you can see that the roots on the on the Mako and the Great White are very similar. There's very little, just maybe a little bit more depth in the Great White, but not a lot. Now when you go to the Megalodon, it's a thicker tooth, a whole lot thicker.
Right.
And it's serrated edged as well, like the Great White. It's got a serrated edge, and you can see the root on it is more rainbow. It's got more of a bend in it. So you can tell the difference.
There's a difference in that.
And that's how you distinguish a lot of these teeth is, like I say, by, you know, does it have a serrated edge on it? If it does have a serrated edge, if it's a real thin tooth and the root is real flat, then you know it's a Great White. If you find one that looks just like that with a smooth edge on it, then it's going to be a Mako. Now if you find a thick tooth with more of an arch to the root, and it's got a serrated edge or a saw edge on it, then the chances are that's a Megalodon. More than likely it would be a Megalodon too. And so, you know, when you're out in the wild looking, if you ever had that opportunity, it'll kind of give you an idea of what you would find, what you'd be looking for if you find a tooth, so you could distinguish what it is. But anyway, like I say, this was just a short run that we did in the Meherrin. A vast variety of fossils.
Right.
So many whale bones, we didn't have no way at the table room to show you, but
yeah, we literally filled up a raft.
Yeah, we filled up, and you'll see it in the video. But I think we found somewhere close to 70 whale vertebrae alone, just 70 of these, and then I can't tell you how many rib bones, and then quite a few teeth,
ear bones.
Ear bones. We found a lot of ear bones. Yeah, that's a really good.
That's a really good one. I mean, there's no doubt that that's an ear bone. I mean, once you think about it, man, it kind of looks like a ear.
I think you were telling me, Tim, there's actually 3 parts of the ear bone.
Right. And that's another part that connects on to the ear bone. That's another part. And the thing about it is, once you see all these artifacts, just like that bone, and you see these ear bones, inner ear bones, once you ever see it, put your hands on it, get an idea of what it looks like, instantly when you see one from then on out, you know exactly what it is. I mean, it's just common nature. You learn
quick up on it quick, right?
And you know, there's coral. This is a small piece of coral that we found a lot of coral out there as well. So just a lot of cool artifacts, man. I mean, we had a really good expedition, I think.
It'd be good.
And we're planning several more trips, as you'll see in some later shows. We hope to give you a lot more footage on the Meherrin, and we're going to do some on the Tar River. We've already been shooting there as well.
We've got a lot of exciting stuff coming up.
Yeah.
So
I'm stoked about it.
Yeah. And we find the same stuff in the Tar River, which is going right through our county here. So same type of artifacts. So we'll be showing you footage of that as well. We'll see you guys on the hunt, guys. Later.